Calm down, bro. Calm down. Your only time not being late.
What
All
was
right.
that?
I said your only time not being late. Dang. All right. Let's. Oh my goodness. Discord. Stop this, bro. Chris.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop on YouTube and see if we streaming updates. Bro, I was like, how come the one time you on time, everyone else is late?
No, right? This was a shame.
How come the
Absolute shame. We need to come up with like a late fee for like everybody on the podcast, man. Like,
man? Every time y'all late, y'all owe me some like McDonald's or something. I don't know, some Taco Bell. Nah,
bro,
every time.
your ass is cutting out.
Nah. Every time. Oh my bad. Am I cutting out? Cause like, oh shoot, I am. It's only cutting out on Discord though. Like,
Which one of them niggas is that?
hmm. Well, it's obviously Shamar.
Yeah, you were kind of cutting out.
I was kind of cutting out. Am I
Yeah, you
still
were
cutting out?
cutting out a little bit.
Dang. Let me see. Like,
Speak again.
speak again. Did you hear that?
Damn, this nigga got the hiccups.
See, but other bro, it might be on your end, bro. Cause like, let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave, and then I'm coming back into this. I'm gonna disconnect real quick. All right.
Bro, nigga, you eviscerated just now.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I said I was gonna disconnect.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I did
Okay,
say I was
okay,
gonna
Jordan.
disconnect.
All right, bro.
No.
That man said maybe it's on your bang, and that shit dropped out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what happened, bro.
I said I was gonna disconnect. I said
No,
maybe
you
it's on
didn't.
your end, and then I said I'm gonna disconnect. I'm gonna come back in.
No,
Nobody
you
heard that.
didn't. We ain't hear that shit.
Well, that's what I said. I don't care what you heard.
Nigga, you have proof?
Yes, it's on the
Yeah,
podcast. You
I'm
realize
about
it
to right
streams from
now.
my computer, so that everyone can hear what I say.
Bullshit.
You know, you have a lack of brain cells sometimes, Chris. That just worries me.
And you have a lack of audio connecting to our end.
Chris, you are not the one to be talking right now. Chris, do I need to pull up any number of episodes where we get the Chris choppy?
Uh,
Hi, nephew.
oh shit. I love me. I love me so much.
Don't love you.
That's fucked up.
It is though.
Oh, somebody at mic slipped down. I'm gonna put this other one on the goddamn charger. Give me that shit.
1 second, I'll be right back. I gotta grab some chargers.
Free shit.
Are we live?
on stream on Twitch. Yeah,
Oh
crazy,
shit.
right?
Oh damn, we are terrible hosts. Hey
You
guys,
talking
welcome to the
all
state.
that hotness.
Oh,
Goddamn.
you is terrible. Hey guys, welcome to the State Talk podcast. Today we got Chris the OG, and we have my co-host.
Alizé Poppy, Shamar himself. Our
Yeah,
man
we got.
Jeremiah is missing today. He a little under the weather, so he's taking a break.
Yeah, he's taking a break right now. Today our podcast is brought to you by Geico Car Insurance.
Also brought to you by Amazon Prime. Use code STK Steady Talk, and you can get 10% off on your next Amazon Prime purchase. Yes, sir.
Most definitely, we support that shit because we get money. Fuck you niggas who's working at Amazon and getting them damn terrible workers compensations.
As if being on
Sorry, I had to
Amazon affiliate.
plug everything up, get everything charging. I kind of forget
Okay.
how much energy it pulls running like all of these programs at the same time.
Okay, let's start the podcast off.
Oh, you already started?
No. We're asking you to start it off.
Oh wow, you guys waited for me. I feel so happy, so complete. Alright. Welcome back to Steak Talk Podcast. This is another episode of the fifth season. I still haven't figured out what season we're in. This is one of your hosts, Gray. We got two of our other three hosts here. Our boy Little Ten Toes or Beef Wellington will not be on this episode. He's taking a little break, just getting some sleep or something.
Sorry, man.
Our show is so much better, bro.
Huh?
We've already started the podcast. So sorry, man.
So y'all didn't wait that, bro.
Man, we did promotions and everything.
So what was the point of that? What was
We
the
got
point?
to the bag.
What was the point of that?
We had to get you up to speed, bro.
Y'all just lied to me. Y'all didn't get me up to speed. Y'all like, nah, we waited for you.
Chris lied. I was doing something on my computer, so I wasn't a part of that.
Was the start at least good on y'all part? Were y'all really doing it?
Oh, it was fantastic, bro.
Oh,
hold
man,
on.
that shit was
Who's your sponsor, Chris?
We said Geico, Amazon
Bro,
Prime.
they can sue us for stuff like that, bro. We are not actually affiliated with anything these people said.
Oh,
Chris is a liar.
You gotta keep all that in.
bro, that should be the
that got
title of this
recorded.
episode, bro.
What,
That
Chris
should be
is
the
a
title of
liar?
this- Yeah.
Bro, that should be the title of every episode. You doing all this goofy stuff. Like, dang. You annoying me for no reason.
Oh my god, man. Oh shit.
Alright, anyway, let's get into it. Have y'all already like introduced the topic and everything? What all have I
No.
missed?
We
Just
were
as we
about to when
finished that, you
walked
came
in.
back.
Oh, so y'all finished the
We
intro?
were
and
about
I-
to.
Okay.
Yeah, we were about to introduce a topic, and then you came in.
Okay, bet. So
Want
I'm
me to do
gonna
the
let
top
Shamar introduce the
introduction?
topic. It's his topic.
Bet.
You gotta introduce
Yeah.
yourself.
I did introduce myself.
Introduce.
Are you stupid? Were you not listening?
Well, you weren't listening. We
Bitch,
introduced
are
the
you dumb,
podcast
dumb, dumb,
already.
dumb?
I told you I wasn't at the computer, bro. I said, hold up, give me a sec. I'll be right back. I come back. I'm like, all right, guys, let's get into it.
Today's topic for the Steady Talk podcast, it was my decision to choose one, so I chose books that changed your life. It was very stressful trying to come up with one because I was like, man, what does
Oh, we were
or
only supposed to
potentially-
come up with one?
I mean, well, one book. If
Yeah.
you got more than one book, that's awesome.
Oh,
That's
okay.
great. I had one in mind, so that's just me. I was like, I feel like we're all well read enough. We've read a book, had to, so this shouldn't be too bad.
The last book
My
I read
book,
was Cat in the Hat, bro.
okay, hey man, that can change your life. We don't all grown up now. We know how
Green
kind of
eggs and
bad Dr.
ham,
Seuss
nigga.
was. I was
That
out there
man
cheating on
said
his
my
sick
last
wife.
book was Cat in the Hat.
Green eggs and ham, if not, just not just that, a classic.
Green
It
Eggs and
is,
Ham is
man.
a banger, honestly, though.
Yeah, man. That's my
So,
favorite book on edibles.
What?
all right. Books, please.
Ah.
Books out. Everyone, thinking caps on. Pull your pencils out. Goddamn.
All right.
So should I just introduce the book and what it's about?
Yeah.
All
Run,
right, I'm
run
gonna do
with it,
that.
bro.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm also because I don't have my physical copy no more. I gave that to somebody. I never got it back, but I'm looking at it on damn Google right now to make sure I get all this right. And I also, luckily for this, I got reviews, so I'm gonna read one of those after I'm done talking about it. That's cool with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it is. The book I got is called Go Ask Alice. Um, do we actually get an author for this? Okay, and the woman's name is Beatrice Sparks. Go Ask Alice reads as a diary by a girl who is in maybe junior or senior year of school. I think maybe junior. She's a new student at the school, and this is around, okay, awesome, 1971. So this is hippie era, lots of drugs. It's really drug. What's not warning? It's a better word for that, but yeah, it's a book trying to steer kids away from drugs. But essentially, you follow her in school. She goes to this party where everyone is taking drugs,
Mm-hmm.
but she doesn't know that she ends up taking fucking acid and becomes addicted to it, and it just ruins her life. And you see how everything changes throughout the end of the book. I'm gonna read this review over here though, because this was just funny from the first couple lines. Because I feel like it's gonna do a better job of explaining things than I can. I read this in high school and went, "Oh my god, I'm never doing acid," and then went, "How can anyone pretend this is a real diary?" And then I ate LSD laced peanuts, locked myself in a closet, pulled out all
Wait
of
a
my hair,
second, bro.
and woke up 3 weeks later in a hospital bed.
Bro, wait a second. Wait a second. We ain't just gonna breeze past that. How in
Which
the
part?
world did you
The
get
peanuts or the closet?
the peanuts and the closet, bro?
I have no clue, bro. None at all. Let me keep going. I woke up 3 weeks later in the hospital bed thinking, what happened? Crap, crap, crap. This book is crap. Plot line is one. I'm a good girl too. I'm going to be bad with at a party. I'll have beer. All these different tropes. Mom, no, 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 no. Let's see. Where can I start from? Hmm. Let's say one. I didn't miss the anti-drug sentiments, but also fear mongering is that the best thing we can do to keep kids away from drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that the one line I remember from this book, I don't know what this says about me. This is later on into the book, and you can start seeing how the drugs affect her because usually the diary entries are dated, but I guess it's kind of a trope. After a while, the days just get lost. The first line of one of these entries is another day, another blowjob, and that just kind of threw me off. I closed the book and put it down and started paying attention in class. I'm like, all right,
When the
you
fuck
know,
did you read this book?
Bro.
I was in eighth grade, I think.
Nigga, I was reading Diary of the Wimpy Kid. What the fuck was you reading?
Look, my sister had books from when she was in school. I just nab a couple. That's how I got 1984 George Orwell joint.
Oh, I got
I
1984.
just
I read that.
I never finished it, but I read it.
Oh,
1984 I could also probably throw in that list of things that kind of changed my life. Not so much like changed it, but it had me looking at stuff differently. Mainly like cameras and stuff. That's when I became very internet security conscious and spies and all that stuff. But yeah, man, Go Ask Alice is a story about a girl who falls victim to drug addiction and essentially loses her life in the streets. There's another gritty part. A girl has a baby in a park just because she ends up becoming a street intimate pleasure worker. So yeah, there's some there's some rough moments in this book, man.
Dang.
But how about y'all?
I thought you would like ask the question with like a book in mind, so that's interesting that you had to like think of it to come up with this book. But I have a question for you, like before we move like
Yeah.
maybe to the next person, but like why would you say this is like a book that changed your life?
Well, as a kid, it was just very dramatic to try and see the story play out. I did a horrible job at explaining some of the themes in it, but the first couple injuries don't really talk about like a desire to do drugs or depression or anything like that. It's just like, hey, I'm a new kid in school, like stuff is stressful. I'm trying to find friends. I know this guy. He might like me, he might not. He's invited me out. We went on a date. This is cool. Like not just the latter half of the book, but even the beginning half, at least when I was younger, just resonated with me as a nervous person trying to find like a group of people that I fit in with. Being older now and looking back at it, it really I wouldn't even say put into perspective, but really shows me what life can be like for women. She gets taken advantage of by people that she thought she trusted, then gets abandoned by those same people and has to use her body and the fact that she's a woman to stay alive, or fear being hurt or worse in the damn world. So if I could read it, if I had my physical copy with me, I probably would. It's a very quick read, but it's captivating. It's the kind that like you read the first page and you probably won't put it down until you're done.
Okay, I would say that's definitely a huge impact on your life, especially like someone who's like shy growing up. So
Even more, I forgot the ooh thunder. I don't know if that came through for y'all or if y'all can hear it wherever y'all at. But now that I know more people now, I've seen this Alice in real life.
mm-hmm.
I've seen people high off whatever you want to call it. You snap in their face, they don't even react.
Mm-hmm.
So back then it was like, oh, this is make believe. Now it's very real, and it's some of the people I've known, it's some of my friends, and it could be anybody. I got nieces and nephews now, and I don't want that to be them. A lot of these cautionary tales don't really hit you until you're older and you realize, oh, it's not about this impacting me. This impacts the world,
Yeah,
and this is a bigger issue beyond just what I see.
exactly. Yeah. Okay. I think I've never read that book, so I've never even heard of this book. But it does sound interesting, and it sounds like something I would definitely be interested in picking up just to learn more about that like culture and see like things from that perspective. I think.
I keep adding on stuff, and I'm so sorry, but there's actually a movie on YouTube of it too.
Okay.
I don't know how like in depth it goes, but it's like a really old like it was shot within that era. Hold on, I can
Okay.
pull it up on YouTube real quick just to look at it. I won't, you know, talk too much about it more, but yeah, a
All
lot of
right.
avenues to get to know this story and whatever the heck you want to call it.
And and one more question before like we move on to someone else, but like this story, would you
Yeah.
say that like it's something that I'm trying to think of the how to put it. Would you say this story is something that like really like motivated you to like learn about these experiences or like see things from a different perspective?
Um, this might sound like musty hell, but like I've smoked a cigarette before solely with the purpose in mind of seeing how nicotine addiction works. Like I know I vape now, and like that's just a struggle onto itself. But like
Mm-hmm.
actual, because my mom smoked cigarettes, my grandma. We all know somebody who smokes cigarettes, despite the numerous cancer is bad for you information that just constantly is out there, even on the cigarette box. And
Mm-hmm.
I took a pull, took a couple pulls. Actually, to be honest, I was smoking cigarettes for like a week and a half before I finally was like, all right, this is not. I wasn't smoking a pack, but yeah, yeah, bring that cigarette over here. That's cool. I don't mind. Sure. I'm at work. I'm like, hey, Steve, you got a cigarette I can bum off you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I need a little, yeah. But, you know, I was able to just mentally stop that since I wasn't, months and years into it. But yeah, addiction is real. that euphoric feeling you get on the inside is very real, and it's very hard to get away from if you don't have, if it's too late, or if you don't have that like desire to get away from it for the betterment of yourself.
Yeah.
And that's just nicotine. So imagine what it is when you're on psychedelics,
Yeah.
whatnot. That's crazy.
Okay. Yeah. I thought.
Not as
Hmm?
all right. When you asked me to come up with a topic, I was super stressed out. But like now that my headspace is like really in here, I can go for a while. Yeah. I'm gonna let
Okay.
y'all go though. Get y'all books off.
What about you, Chris? You want to go or you want me to go?
I'm gonna be real with you.
Uh huh.
I can't read.
That man, he's lying, bro. What?
Man, it's like Lil Pump.
I can't read.
Bro, what stories you got, bro? Let's get yours out of the way.
What stories I got, nigga? I ain't got no story.
You had 6 hours to come up with something, bro.
Bruh,
Please.
I'm gonna be real with you. Those 6 hours gave me a damn headache, bruh. I realized I ain't like reading at all. Bruh, I'm allergic to reading.
Oh my god.
Bruh,
Bro.
I got this thing in which I went to the eye doctor a few years ago, right? And it said that every time I would read a book, my right eye gets tired, so it just starts to drift away into other things. And then the left eye gets jealous of the right eye. And when the left eye sees the right eye not reading, it's gonna be like, why the fuck I gotta read? So it starts going off and doing other things. And I just get disinterested.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Why do we have you on the podcast, bro?
Nigga, I'm
need 'em.
being serious. That's what the eye doctor told me.
We need him.
We need him.
Let his mom keep him away from hard and soft covers, and he'll be okay.
Bruh, I get sick and tired of reading. Is not a hobby
That
of mine.
man
I'm
breaks
gonna be
into
dead honest.
hives when he picks up a book.
Yeah, I do, bruh. Listen, I get annoyed every time I see Times New Roman on my damn face. I get sick of that shit.
Bro, you could have picked like any story that's like in a book form, bro. What?
There is no story that has impacted my life.
That's a
book
lie.
form.
I know right now. I'm thinking of a series that you read.
I can't.
All right. Never. I'm gonna just leave it. We gonna come back to this because I'm gonna just go through.
Nigga, I don't read.
We gonna come back to this. I got you, bro. We gonna come back to this.
Go ahead.
All right. For me, like, I was thinking about this for a while because there was a couple of different stories that was popping into my head. For me, I think some of the most impactful ones, though, for me is I'm letting Shamar read Monster, which I am enjoying that series. It's making me think a lot, but that's not one of the series I'd say is like the most impactful. I'd say for one, the book is Bud Not Buddy. I don't know if you guys read that. I read it like in elementary school. It was like in the library, and I saw the cover, and it was like this like 10-year-old black kid, and like I picked up the book like because the kid like I was like the kid looked kind of like me. I was like let me see what it's about. And it's about this like kid who was traveling during the Great Depression. His father's like his mother has passed away. He's now like considered an orphan to the state, to like the government. He's considered an orphan, but he's like convinced his father is this Motown artist, and he's like it's about him like going through this journey after his mother's died, like getting rides, meeting random people to like help him get to a place where he can meet his father. And it's
What's
like
this shit called?
Bud Not Buddy.
Oh. I was like, that is not what Monster is about.
What?
That is not what
Oh my
Monster is.
goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. Wait, you seen Monster?
The book?
The manga. Yeah.
No. I thought you were talking about something else completely different.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Okay.
sidetrack Chris real quick. It has a lot to do like of course it's during the Great Depression, so there's poverty, but there's also like themes of racism in it, and like it's just this very interesting story about this kid who has hope for something like, if we're being honest, is for something that doesn't seem real. And it, to me, it was just very impactful because his, as a kid, you don't really read stories like that, and then just seeing like everything this kid was going through at like the age of 10, like someone who should be like me, just like who I felt should be at school playing like in the playground or like things like that, but like he's like watching like his mother die. He's seeing these people like go through real things. It was very interesting, and it like changed my outlook on things.
What age were you?
I was in probably 5th grade, I think, when I read it.
Oh, you was smart as shit back then, so yeah.
Yeah,
That's understood the full context.
The- but
you was one of the gifted kids, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
but another story that I think has like had a really big impact on me, and I know people going like, people who may be listening to this and y'all on the podcast may be like, come on now, but like the manga Vinland Saga, as I read it,
Okay then.
I was like, it truly had an impact on how I saw things. Like you watch this because the main character, Thorfinn, you watch him from like a child to like an actual adult, and where the story's currently at. He's like a grown man with a family, and you see him like grow up as like a kid who's like living this life that's pretty normal. He's like playing with other kids, things, etc., to like facing tragedy and becoming like a broken person. And then you see how like what that does to him, like as a broken individual, the things he's willing to do, that the people he hurts, and then you see like over time his arc of redemption. And it's like truly amazing because it's not something that takes place instantly. You watch this over like multiple years of the story, and I think the lessons he learns like even as a child comes into play as an adult, and that story truly has a generational impact in the story.
Did you pick out a moment in either of the stories, Vinland Saga or Buddy, where you like really could see yourself like as that character? Like a moment where you're like, oh yeah, no, that's me right there. Like I've been through that.
Um, a moment in Bud Not
Even if it
Buddy.
was just like an exchange of emotions, like just conversation, not necessarily action.
Yeah. In Bud Not Buddy, there's the name of the book, of course, is Bud Not Buddy. So, this is like one of those moments where it's like, hey, title sequence. But like, there's a moment in the book where someone calls him Buddy, and it's very annoying to him because he's saying that his mother named him Bud, not Buddy, because Buddy's a dog's name. You don't call me a dog. And this is of course like a white character speaking to him. He's like, don't do that. And even as a 10-year-old, he's like, don't call me Buddy. Like that's a dog. I'm a human being. So I thought that was like a very interesting and like powerful moment within that story. And then within Vinland Saga, there's this one character who I might say honestly is like probably one of my favorite characters in fiction. But he's somewhat like a father figure to the main character, even though the main character's father is like passed away at this point. And this guy is just like generally not a great guy, but like he has this certain thing about him that makes you like enjoy his character. And there comes a point where during the story this person is like doing things. I'm trying to say it without like spoiling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There becomes a point where you're like where you don't know how much this character cares for the main character Thorfinn, but like in the moment you're just like he's trying to teach him a lesson, and Thorfinn doesn't really get that lesson at the moment because he's so filled with like rage for the world and like sadness. So it's interesting.
Cough, cough, Artorias. I know who you talking about. But no, man, that's definitely it. I can definitely see what you mean when it came to like that tough love aspect. That's something you definitely don't get until you get much older, and you have to use those same skills to govern yourself in the world when you're all alone.
Yeah.
Chris.
All right, Chris. So what made you not think of Hunter x Hunter? Because you could like you picked up the series and you collect it now and everything, bro.
The show.
I mean, still, you collect it in book form now. You have the books.
That didn't change my life.
Okay, interesting. So you would say that series has no effect on your life?
No.
Okay.
Nigga, you want me to say the Bible now? Like, the fuck am I supposed to say? Like,
oh my God.
Oh.
Yes, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Thank you, and good night.
All seriousness, I would say the Bible has an effect on me, though.
Yeah, for better or for worse for me.
Well, yeah, we know that. You went to, like, a Christian school.
For better and for worse. It is what it is, though.
I grew up reading the Bible, so, like, the Bible did have I wouldn't even say does have, like, a huge effect on, like, how I live my life and a lot of the views I have.
Yeah, shouts out to the nigga Jesus. Shouts out to the
Jesus
nigga.
is crazy. Oh my God.
Shouts out to the nigga Jesus. Shouts out to the nigga Jesus. I'll be up there smoking that burning brush with you, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Sacrilege.
goodness. I will say though, this is a conversation I was having with one of my friends recently, and it slightly annoys me because the way it's viewed. But I will say I've learned a lot from like the manga and the type of different types of manga that I've read. I've learned a lot from those stories, and a lot of people automatically view it as like childish or like it's not a equal form of media here in the U.S., which is interesting. But I think I've learned a lot from those.
You know what? It's crazy since you bring up manga. I've been bouncing around from different niches, trying to figure out what the heck I want to make my YouTube account about.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I got some scripts. It's legit the same conversation, I guess you could say. Focusing on manga and anime and different kinds of media like that, but more so the serious aspect of it, and trying to apply a more worldly understanding to it. I guess the headline of one of them I got is, you've seen all of Naruto, right?
Yeah, both series.
You know when Naruto and Nagato actually talk face to face.
Yeah.
I love that. I have that particular chapter physically, and I think the fact that they just had a conversation. That whole chapter is just a conversation, trying to get to see each other eye to eye, and that really did something for me when I was a kid, because it was just like, see, it's possible. I've grown up with nothing but just angry individuals who just shout orders at you. And, both people who are at their wits' end, Naruto and Nagato, just sitting there having a conversation really made me start navigating situations with people differently. And I'm happy to say that, like, now I'm at a point where that's just my being. Though I didn't necessarily focus on it, all my life from 14 up to now, like, oh, be like Naruto. But it just so happened to, like, really just take hold and dig deep in me. It's like a conversation is better than just acting out in a one-sided perspective.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, you definitely on track.
And
Chris, matter of fact, since we talked about anime, can you do that with Hunter x Hunter? Is there anything from an anime that you've seen?
Fuck.
There are three people in this call.
Let me
Damn. Oh.
I'm gonna talk while Chris. I'll give you some time to
Yeah.
think, right, Chris?
Okay. Nigga, I'm just gonna go off the handle. What do you mean, nigga? I'm a real nigga. Okay. I get unscripted, bitch.
On Jesus himself.
Some Jesus himself.
I
Word
guess
of God.
I guess you don't need no time to think.
Oh.
Go at it, Brody. Go at it.
Oh.
Jehovah.
Oh.
Jordan to put a curse on it.
Bro.
Bro, I ain't going to hell after this shit.
That man said,
He just over there ad-libbing.
All right, Chris, I'll give you some time to think, bro. Seriously, take the time. Seriously, take.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Give it a little intermission.
Yeah.
Shout out to the sponsors.
Some manga though I've been reading recently that I think really make me think about things is Vagabond. It's legitimately written about a man who was a philosopher and a swordsman. So a lot of times you read it and you think about like what it truly means to be invincible, to be strong, and I think that's the point of that. Another one I've been reading that makes me think a lot is Monster, which Shamar, I'm letting you currently read because just like
I only finished all three.
oh, you already finished all three?
Yeah, I did that, I think, last night or the night before.
Like you probably have seen for yourself, just like that story. Not only does it make you think like about like the mystery behind everything that's happening in that story, but it makes you think about like what it truly is to like save a person, or what's the point where taking a life is like a responsibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's huh?
All right, nigga, I got
No.
it. All right, nigga, I got it. Unscripted sentence. All right. So, a few years ago, what did you say, 2020? You say 2020, Jordan?
I guess so. I don't know what you're about to say.
No, when you introduced me to Hunter x Hunter.
Oh yeah, probably like 2019. I think it was before
2019.
COVID.
Yeah, it was probably around before COVID or during COVID,
Yeah.
around that time. I was a completely different person. I ain't gonna lie to you. First started this podcast. I'm a vengeful spirit. I do not believe in forgive and forget at all. You know, I believe in remember and revenge. Niggas who do me wrong did wrong. I watched this show called Hunter x Hunter, thankfully because Jordan introduced it to me. And you know, for some reason I grew a great attachment to it. I really like the characters. Gon is a real nigga. He's my favorite character. He's a flawed shonen protagonist, and I think they like play with his idea and his character in a very interesting way. But one of the most interesting things that I didn't realize until recently was the idea of vengeance and the idea that it will lead you to feeling empty. Usually if somebody did me wrong, I would have like gone to hell to like basically get them back. And it wasn't until recently that like I got played with horribly and I decided not to do anything. In the show, basically, there's these characters, we'll bring up Kurapika. His whole family died to like a fucking attack or some shit. And he decides to go out his way to kill every member of the family group. And he kills one, and the nigga just feels sad and empty after a while. And I'm like, yo, bruh, you just whooped this nigga's ass, brought a shovel to this nigga's grave before you whooped his ass. Feel great. Feel the fire. Shout out to Peebo.
Shamar sigh.
But real talk, real talk. This nigga like felt empty afterwards, sad as shit. He didn't feel like he legit hated the feeling of the act of vengeance, and he felt very empty afterwards. Then there was this next scene where Gon has to kill this ant, this chimera ant named Pito, because he killed, or she killed, or they killed his master Kite or something. I'm only sugarcoating what the fuck goes on in this show. And Gon goes above and beyond to kill Pito. And it ends up with him almost getting killed. And I'm sitting there like, yo, even though he still got a body at the end of the day, he got his revenge. But it led to nothing. And I'm sitting, and at one point, I realized, at the end of the day, it's not for me to give out justice. It just happens naturally, I shouldn't seek out vengeance because it leads to more anger. It doesn't lead to peace or anything. A wise man once told me, how do you find peace? By wallowing in anger. And so, I decided to live by that code for now. Till one of you niggas do me dirty, I'll slide on you, Nick. I'm kidding.
I wish I had a soundboard button with like a round of applause, bro. That was great. I had a quote and everything, 100%. What?
Yeah,
Had his name at the top right of the paper and all of that.
Exactly.
Funny enough, though. Oh no, Jordan, you go.
No, you got it.
No, when you was talking about vengeance, I still got these. I got 3 anime scripts. One about Naruto and Nagato. One about Naruto and Sasuke, which goes into the how much would you do for somebody, and then one about Afro Samurai and the need to cope with the things you're dealing with. That was the first one I wrote in terms of anime that I feel like we can attach to. Naruto is like its complete other thing, but I feel like Afro Samurai kind of gets overlooked in how the fact that, like, imagine being a child. I'd say Afro was probably like 10, and you just watch your dad get decapitated. There is nothing nobody can do to stop me from catching that fate. I'm running it back in hell, heaven, in purgatory. And also, similarly with Naruto and Sasuke, Sasuke's whole shit died. And I find the difference between Naruto having nothing and growing up with nothing, and then Sasuke having something, losing it, and then having to grow up with nothing very interesting, because there's 2 different kinds of want for salvation. One person just wants to throw everything away and be done with it, now that they've lost the thing they had. And somebody else has nothing to lose, so why not try and gain it all? These are both different perspectives that you can kind of tap into in life whenever it comes to making a stressful decision, because of the kind of feelings that we erupt to in the immediacy of things happening to us. So I just, in terms of Afro Samurai, if y'all have watched it, y'all know the character Ninja Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all know what disassociation is?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I was watching the first movie or the second movie, something like that. Ninja Ninja runs up to Afro and hands him his sword. And it's like, if he's a figment of his imagination, how is he doing that? I came up with this theory, and like, obviously, like, since we already know it's a figment of his imagination, Afro is disassociating due to trauma. Every time he is not in a fight, he steps out of his mind and tries to not think about it. And that's where all that hilariousness from Ninja Ninja comes from. And the times when Ninja calls out some stuff that's happening behind, like, Afro knows, but these are his internal thoughts. That's why he's not saying anything. But for me, like, I grew up and ended up developing disassociative tendencies, I guess you call it that. And I held Afro as kind of like a stoic role model of somebody just dealing with it, but still having like that storm of internal thoughts going on within him.
Mm-hmm.
You can go now.
There's the thunder. But yeah, I understand where you're both coming from. Something that does interest me a lot too is like when some animes or mangas bring in elements of religion into their stories. For example, I think Brother Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I think that was what pulled me in the most initially. Like the elements of what it is that we deserve. The elements of is there a God or are humans really capable of what are humans capable of?
You're gonna have to school me on that one because I've been skirting around Full Metal Alchemist for
Oh,
years now.
Full Metal
Yeah,
Alchemist,
same,
huh?
same.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is amazing. I actually think it's one of the like best anime manga I've like seen or read in a long time. But initially, especially initially in the story, there's this the main characters. The main characters lose their mother. I should say that, and there's this idea of their world of equivalent exchange. In order to gain something, you must give something. So in order to try and bring back their mother, they take part in like a ritual that they think they've perfected. However, it just goes woefully wrong, and the oldest brother loses like his legs, and then the youngest brother like loses his entire body. So, of course, with that in mind, the oldest one grows up thinking like what's really the point of all of this? Like there's nothing to truly be gained. The only law there is in this world is equivalent exchange. You give what you get, you get what you give. And it ties into this like whole theme of religion, like is there truly someone watching over us that has our best interests in mind, or is it just simply an eye for an eye?
I'm reading the little synopsis right now, so I see what you mean about the mother and the bodily trade-offs. My man
Mm-hmm.
lost his whole joint to a suit of armor, or at least he got tied to a suit of armor. That's crazy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to look into it. Really, when you explain it like that, not necessarily cutting out the equivalent exchange part because Attack on Titan doesn't do that, but from reading this and like the fight to gain things back in a world that just seems super against you, that made me think of Attack on Titan. That's just a very offshoot thought when I was reading that. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
But
I
at the same time, when it comes, I'm sorry, but when it comes to equivalent exchange type theories in life, I definitely move in that air myself daily.
mm-hmm. And I just really thought the way they approached it was interesting. And then it has like throughout the story of the anime manga, it has like really dark moments where you're just like, man, you're like, and you're like, it's something that would happen in this sort of world. It's something that would happen in our world if people had these powers. But you're just like, man, like it's really messed up. Not everything in the story has like an happy ending to it.
I feel you. I'm gonna probably
Question.
have to check in. Okay, what's up, Chris?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask. I'm looking at it right now. It says it's got one season. Is this one of those where like the anime didn't continue with the manga and the manga goes on?
Okay,
Is
so
Brotherhood separate from
there's
Full Metal
two.
Alchemist?
There's technically two series. There's Full Metal Alchemist, and that first
Okay.
series. That first series it catches up with the manga, and then it made its own ending. I've never watched Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist
All right.
Brotherhood is a separate series, but up to a certain point, they're both like the same story, and then Brotherhood finishes out like what exactly happened in the manga.
All
So
right, bet.
Brotherhood is a complete series. It completely ends, but it completely follows the manga. Full Metal Alchemist doesn't follow the manga after a certain point.
Let's see. Like build checking on that. Oh, it's on Netflix still. Bet. Netflix or Crunchyroll. I can get to
Yeah,
watch it.
you got my Crunchyroll, so you could watch it on Crunchyroll too. I think
Nigga, I don't got your Crunchyroll.
I told you you could get
You
it,
little bum.
and also pause. That sounded weird the way you said it.
I don't got your Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I don't got your Crunchyroll.
The immaturity on fire, boy.
Yeah, we can't take this shit serious. But giving off of a quote that I heard, I was watching this interview with this guy and this animator. He worked on the Looney Tunes short, and he said everybody wants to be like Bugs, but everybody's really like Daffy. So I have a question for everybody here: who's a fictional character? This could be from like book, anime, TV show. Who you aspired to be, try to be like, but you ultimately end up like somebody else, or like who you relate to the most.
Um, I probably grew up wanting to be Kakashi in like the badass sense, but really ended up just being Shikamaru in the sense that I don't want to do shit.
Fair, feel like that.
You asked what character do I think I'm most like, or like
It's
wanted
actually a
to.
strange ass question.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who's
Yeah.
a character you would want to be like, but a character who you feel like you relate to the most?
That's a hard question.
I
You
can
want me to
only
go
answer because
first?
I think of shit like this.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, yeah. You got it. You go first.
All right, so let me go with the easy one. So Dragon Ball Z is an anime about it's about this guy named Goku, and he wants to fight a bunch of strong guys. And it's quite cathartic when you actually see the show and how it unfolds and everything. For a little fourth grader, 11-year-old kid, that shit is cool as shit. This nigga's training, beating everybody's ass, and doing all this cool shit. And like, it makes you like it has you watch in awe of all the shit he could do. There was this one point in the show where he comes to Namek, right? This is a planet they were on, and he just reads this guy's mind. Like, he never shown that ability off before. He just said, "I thought I could just do it, so I just did it." Who the fuck does that? This nigga only did push-ups for 30 days, and this nigga read a nigga's mind. Couldn't be me.
That extra gravity, bro, made the brain work harder.
But everybody attributes Goku to this man who could break every limit imaginable,
I
no
feel.
matter how tough the challenge is. And that's very inspiring for a lot of people. I want to do that. I think I could do that. Learn everything I want to do and be able to do it.
In chat,
Then
they
you get
said, "I feel like Shamar, that man, Death, the kid from Soul Eater."
nigga, fuck that nigga in the chat. I'm kidding. Sorry. Who's in the chat?
Gosh,
That's Ferg Shamar.
I know.
I'm sorry, man. That's fucked up. But
I
like,
gotta. You keep going.
so like, everybody wants to be like Goku. Then you end up getting Vegeta. This nigga ain't get shit done. I mean, like, he works hard, gets his shit done. He does the same amount of work Goku does, and gets jack shit for it. You know, and sometimes he's very prideful. I can do this. Fuck Kakarot. He's insignificant, and then gets his ass whooped like every time. And it attributes to the struggles in life and how you don't get everything you want. That's relatable to me. Vegeta is every man versus Goku's everyman success story.
You hitting bangers today, bro. I'm proud of you. That's really good. No, for real.
I lied.
Because everybody like to show Vegeta in his left arm, but like that's a way different analysis to look at it. Because Vegeta's whole thing is pride,
Yeah.
and if there's anything men got in this world, boy, it's a whole fuckload of pride, and pride make them do crazy stuff. Like cough, cough, blow themselves up. You know,
Yeah.
when there ain't nothing else to do.
That was kind of that was more of a selfless act. I'm just gonna let him do that, but you know, he was pretty stupid. But I ain't gonna lie to you. It was pretty cold though. Shouts out to Vegeta.
Shout out to Vegeta, bro.
Shouts out to Vegeta. Big dog in the group.
He got
Big
a
dog.
tattoo on his forehead, and you think he cold now?
Yeah, he was cold. Tell you, this nigga said, I am going to crush you and throw you into the wind. That is a Bible verse needed to be. That's like a modern day Bible verse, nigga. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't know if the word Bible and nigga should be in the same sentence.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
You
that's
cannot tell me that
insane.
does not sound like some shit that could have been written in the Old Testament.
That's insane, bro.
God would have walked up to Satan and been like, bruh, I'm going to crush you and throw you into the wind. He would
I
have
wasn't
told
thinking
Adam
of
and
that.
Eve that shit.
It sound more like a who's that? Jordan, you know. Who's my man keeping slaves? King, whatever the hell.
King
Midas?
They
David?
got that plague on him.
Was it
Huh?
King David.
Midas?
Somebody experienced a bunch of plagues until they released
Oh,
their
Pharaoh.
slaves.
Yeah,
There we
Pharaoh,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, Pharaoh of Egypt.
You know, that sounds like something he probably tell him that. I'm coming to kind of throw you into Jesus.
Bro, I've been thinking. I'm trying to think who would I most want to be like. I was thinking like maybe Zoro from like One Piece, cause that man be cold. Like that man be dope. But I feel like my attitude is kind of like Saitama from One Punch Man. I think that's the attitude I tend to have.
Hey
Like,
yo, that's
Everybody
not
be in
bad.
shock of you.
huh?
You just be like, I just did this.
Yeah, like I just be like
It's
doing stuff bored.
it's more so turning around, and you just see him with a bag of sunflower seeds, waving a hand. Yo, Jordan, what the fuck are you doing here, bro? What's up, bro? Where you been at, nigga? You know,
Dang.
appeared out of nowhere, holding these damn random items.
Jordan basically said, I'm a god walking among bitches.
Nah. I said the attitude. I said the attitude. I said the attitude. Because, you know, I was thinking about
I
it just
feel
the
you.
other day when someone mentioned it to him. But someone was like, you really just be like appearing doing random stuff. And I was like, yeah, I guess that's true.
I get that a lot too. It's because we don't make noise when we walk.
That's true. We don't make much noise.
Tiptoeing in my Jordan.
Like the other day, I posted up me and Shamar like shooting off his metal BB gun, and like someone slid up on the story, and they're like, "Why are you always just doing the most random stuff? Like you just get bored and you go do something." I was like, "That's
I ain't
fair."
gonna hold you. Main character activities be having me pissed off some days.
They really do, man. I almost got kidnapped one day.
I got
yeah.
a similar. Oh, what's up?
I was gonna tell Chris to tell that story real quick, but you go on. You carry on.
No. All right. It's either we want to hear a story, or I'm gonna ask another question similar to what Chris. I was gonna say CJ. That's crazy.
That's-
Similar to what Chris
That's because
asked.
we both
I was
wear
thinking of CJ the
glasses.
champ. I don't know why.
Hey, dude, Chris, you gonna tell your story? You want him to ask the question?
Alright, I'll tell the story. I'll make it quick. So, it's not going to be quick. Sorry. So, I'm walking back from class one day, back to my dorm. I took a different route because why not? Niggas just want to just do different things, you know? And so, I'm walking. I see this car and this old guy, this van, and he has a big ass van. The trunk is open. And he's just literally just standing there on his phone while the trunk is open. And nigga was like, okay, I'm just gonna notice this and just walk right past it. No big deal. The old man looks at me and says, hi, what's up? Good morning. And I'm like, oh, good morning. And you know, I'm just gonna carry on to my fucking day. But he's like, hey, I have a question. Can I ask you something? And I'm saying like, what, man? What do you want? And he's like, hey, can you climb in the back of the trunk? My car door is locked and I can't get into the trunk. So can you climb into the back of the trunk and unlock the car door from the inside? I looked at him. I'm like, bruh, you cannot be serious right now. He's like, yeah, man, my car door is locked. I can't get in and I need your help. I'll pay you money. And I'm like, the audacity, the fucking audacity to think that I would climb into the back of a random stranger's truck for money. And so I did,
Hey, bro, real quick.
I was waiting on it.
Why did that
So I
man
did.
sound like a white girl whenever he's like, the audacity?
The audacity, bruh. No shame. But no, I didn't climb to this dude's truck. I'm like, yeah, man, my bad, bruh. I got scoliosis and a nigga might die from climbing into your truck due to exasperation from my back. So I'm just gonna have to pass. He's like, I'm an attorney. And then I'm like, nigga, what the fuck does that have to do with me?
I'm a civilian. What are you talking about?
Hey, fuck you mean? You told me to climb into the back of your trunk? Do you not hear yourself? You're an attorney. You probably heard some shit like this.
I'm an attorney.
Like-
An attorney at law.
Like, I'm serious. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I ran. Cause I'm not having this old nigga chase me. I'm like Jeffrey Dahmer my ass. I'm not going down like this. And so I called Jordan. And Jordan doesn't give a shit at all.
Hey, bro. Hey, this
Jordan-
man needs to provide some context on my end.
Jordan, listen, I called Jordan. Jordan's like, hey, bro, I'm at work. What happened? I almost got kidnapped. Nigga, what the fuck? Does every time you call me, some funny main character shit always happens. Some TV show shit always happens. Hang up the damn phone. I'm at work. And leaves me in distress.
This man was not in distress, first off. Don't let him try and fool you.
Yeah,
Second off.
man. I was scared for my life.
Second off, I was at work. It was a big rush. I'm in charge. This man calling me. He's like, hey, bro, I almost got kidnapped a couple of, like almost an hour ago. I was like,
It wasn't an hour ago. It was a few minutes ago.
bro, you said almost an hour ago when I asked. Because I did ask him. I was like, when this happened? He was like, almost an hour ago. I was like, dang. I was like, what you want me to do, though? Like, you made it. You ain't get kidnapped.
Barely.
What you want me to do?
Barely.
We'll say an hour after the fact. It's kind of crazy.
Exactly. That's why it wasn't an hour.
You told me almost an hour.
Lies you tell.
To be honest, if somebody says something like that to me, I start looking around for cameras.
Yeah.
Like, I'm waiting for the day I'm really going to end up on some YouTube channel with some random ass prank. Because some of the scenarios that happen in real life just don't be real.
Like, it didn't make sense to me.
Exactly.
Like,
I was
you have
like-
your phone out.
I was like, bro, I was like, how am I supposed to, like, respond to this?
Like, I'm sitting there like, bruh, like, you legit have your phone. You could call somebody.
That
Clearly.
sounds like a Courage the Cowardly Dog episode.
Yeah, like, I could get fucking kidnapped just now. I'm like, bruh.
Who am I supposed
like,
to
I would
call?
rather
You
be
calling
kidnapped on,
me,
like, a
bro.
Saturday.
You calling me. You obviously made it out okay.
Like, he could have, like, called. He could have did this kidnapping shit on a Saturday. Maybe I would have gone with it. But, it was like a Tuesday. Niggas got schoolwork and shit, dude.
Yeah, we ain't responding to that Amber Alert till about 4:45, 5 o'clock.
Exactly, bruh.
You can be in Augusta by then. It's up.
Exactly. I got shit to do. You can kidnap. We can reschedule this kidnapping.
All right. So what was the question you were going to ask, Shamar?
Y'all done seen Death Note, right?
Yeah.
Some of it.
Chris? Okay. Have you? Oh, Lord. That puts a strain on the question I'm about to ask.
Or
In terms of characters we think we are and all that shit, since there are like 4 main smart people, out of Light, Near, L, and Mellow, who do y'all feel like is similar to you? Who's most similar to you? Butchered that question, my bad. I'd probably say
Shamar, you light, bro.
God damn.
damn.
What? You want me to
Keep
lie
started
to
on
you?
that, my boy.
You want me to lie to
I'm
you?
like, yeah. I need you to go off on that one, yeah. I was gonna say my boy Near, but shit. Apparently, I'm light. Give me the book. I got the Death Note in my room somewhere.
Bro, please don't give him the Death Note. Please don't give him the
Got the
Death
Death
Note.
Note.
Hey, bro,
That bitch should be close by. I swear to God.
this nigga legit got a Death Note.
I told
I
you
mean,
this man
It ain't
light.
necessarily mine. I got. Oh, here it go.
Oh my fucking god, he just casually got this shit in his room.
Yeah, I got that Miso Mane in the living room, bro. She
Oh,
had
the
that joint for me. She
Shimakamis.
passed it off.
Yeah.
Let me say this. You used to be light. You used to be light. You've calmed down. You might be near now, but you used to be light, bro.
You not wrong. You're not wrong. Since you put it like that, bro, I used to be violent. I
Bro.
used to be mentally violent. The way that boy Light be beating up that pencil on the sheet, boy, that used to be me.
That used to
You
be
say
smart.
I'd get
Mentally
mad at
violent.
somebody, and I'd wish nothing but death on them.
Feel like that,
Manipulating women. That used to be him.
Oh my
Whoa,
god.
whoa,
Oh,
whoa, we're light
whoa.
street. We're live,
Whoa.
bro.
Huh?
Chill it out.
Whoa. Whoa.
He's not like that anymore, guys. Calm down. Calm down.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. You got a circa 2015. I was a child. Chill on me. Hold on,
Yeah, man, damn.
bro. Trying to ruin the prospects. No.
Just no, damn. He used to ruin women's lives?
I ain't say that.
Chris, you mellow.
Damn.
Heat off me, goddamn it.
Damn. I'm not really a saint here either.
That's
No,
funny.
you more Ryu. You just don't give a damn.
Yeah,
You just
I would
go
say
around.
Ryu. Yeah, he just. The man just
Me?
around.
I'm
Just
Ryu.
chilling in the Shinigami
Yeah.
room. Like, man, I'm bored. I'm bored as
Damn.
hell, dog.
You know what?
There's-
I can't lie.
Throw the book down there. I'm gonna go do something.
Yeah.
Hey man, you do
let me
my
let me
job for
find something cool to do real quick. Liven up the day.
Just start following.
You go back to the Shinigami room. They're like, "Did you find anything good?" They had apples. I don't know. What do you
got some
expect?
apples, bro? Just raid your fridge.
What you want from me, bro?
He's
Yeah.
up there catching attitudes with people.
Oh, bro, damn.
Jordan,
What?
who you feeling like, bro?
You know who I'm feeling like, bro.
You gonna be light?
Nah, bro. Whoa! Why would I be light, bro?
I mean, not light. Say L. They both got the same concept.
Yeah,
kinda-
L. I'm feeling L.
Damn, that boy died early. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
did
I-
die early.
You got replaced by Nier too.
I constantly keep on telling Chris, like, I'm a go and he gonna have his glow up, bro. Just like Saba.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Bro said you gotta wait for me to stop breathing.
Whoa, wait, whoa, no. We ain't gonna skip that past that shit. He said just like Saba. That is fucked up.
Yeah, I'm saying you gonna end up like Saba. You gonna hit your glow up, bro.
That's so fucked up, man.
To me or like Saba?
That's fucked up to Saba.
Nah,
You
bro,
love
it's cool.
broken girls, Chris.
Huh?
Nothing.
That's still fucked up to Saba. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I caught that, Shmo. It's crazy.
I ain't even think of it like that, bruh.
Yeah, bro, I told you. Like, cause we cousins, so you know it fits perfectly.
Bro, if you die, I'ma die. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I quit. You're just gonna quit. Like, ain't just
You or whatever.
Dang, bro.
Bestie for life.
It's like, all right, it's done.
That man
Shut
said
up.
I can't leave him. He got me trapped like a white woman.
Yeah, stay your ass here.
Crazy. Yeah.
Imagine you at the gates of heaven, Jordan. And while you just sitting there, chatting it up, it's like, oh, bro, you've been a good servant, bro. We really fucking you here behind you, bro. What's the Wi-Fi password? You just see Chris holding up his phone. I don't got no service out here.
Bro, straight buffoonery. Yeah. That would be Chris.
Y'all ain't got no AC up here. You close to the sun.
They just hand you a paper fan with Jesus' face on it.
Hey, bro.
It's just like church on Sunday.
Niggas got a phone charger.
Why are we roasting heaven? What is wrong with
Y'all roasting heaven. I am chilling. Bro, I need Jeremiah here to balance this out, bro.
Oh my god.
I need Jeremiah here to balance this out, bro.
Shit.
I got Light and his Shinigami right here with me.
You better stop. I got a pen in my room. I know your full name.
You don't fuck
Listen, I know your full name.
I draw a picture of your ass and everything. I'll make it happen.
You just draw a really perfect, accurate portrait of Jordan next to that shit. Just not perfect.
Jordan, I'm gonna say you get killed by a crayon in the next 30 seconds.
Hey, throwback.
Oh.
Throwback to the
Nigga
year.
died by Crayola. That's some bullshit.
His brother walk in the room, trip, and that bitch nah.
Fuck. Oh shit.
Y'all
Police would be
boys.
confused.
That boy's stupid, bro.
Deathly so.
Got down.
Ferg says to drop your social security number. Hey,
I think you mean yours.
mine? This man don't know my social security number.
I'm writing your name down for real though.
It's tragic, bro. Hey, Chris, you better glow up once you write my name down.
Bro, nigga, I'm a Shimigami at this point, nigga. That shit was funny as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. You said you died by a crayon. That's some bullshit.
Hey,
That's
man.
some bullshit.
Hold on, Jordan. You might be safe. I ain't got nothing but Sharpie markers in this bitch. I don't know if Dev no work with you. Permanent ink. There might be a rule in this bitch about number 2 pencils. Oh, wait.
The man checking the rules right now. Gotta be written in.
Right.
Gotta be written with a number 2, not a number 1.
Let me
Number
sharpen this shit real quick. Let me sharpen this shit real quick.
Hey, I got a
What?
question for y'all though.
Hmm.
Like, along the same lines though. Like, if you had to take like one character out of like one of your favorite animes, who you taking out?
Like killing?
Huh?
Like killing?
No, you just like they were. I mean, you can kill them off if you want, but they removed from the story.
I'm gonna keep it. No, that's too easy. I was gonna say Sakura, but like that's low hanging fruit.
You know who I'm taking out of Naruto, bro? I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'm only taking them out of Shippuden. I'm taking that boy Choji out, bro. He annoyed me more than Sakura.
Really,
Yeah, bro.
my man and his bag of chips is that bad for you, bro?
Bro, I cannot stand him during the 4th Great Shinobi War when that man crying.
I was gonna say bro was crying.
Huh? Yeah,
he
bro.
was crying, bro. I was just about to say that.
Like, he was annoyed, bro. Like, both his teammates lost their parents. His dad's still around, and they ain't even crying like him.
It's just so sad, bro.
Nah, bro. Even,
Man been fighting for 18 hours. He ain't had him a snack, nothing.
bro, even his sensei who was dead and past, revived. He's like, hey, bro, you actually gotta throw these hands right now. You can't be crying. That man said, I can't do it. I was like, bruh.
Bro even had me tired when I was playing the story mode on the game.
Bro.
He was crying in the cutscenes.
I'm removing bro from the story. I'm not I'm done.
And Anthony said the Dirt Munchkin Trio. That's Gara, Kankuro, and Mari. So the whole Sand Village, he just want that whole section out.
Bruh, the man Ferg said he taking Gar out.
Imagine Naruto without Gara, bro. Like, what's the first season? Yeah, first season, second season.
Bro, I'm pretty sure that's second. Wait, when is the Chunin exams? It's right after that. I feel like that's second season.
You're already up.
I mean, if you take him out the story, I don't think Naruto's really the same.
Really?
Like if you take him out before like during the Chunin exams. After that, I feel like it's cool.
Fair enough, solely because I felt like it was very pointless for Gara to die and then be revived in the first season of Shippuden.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But I will say, if you like, that man was a menace like as a kid in the first
yeah.
Naruto.
With their red hair and these fishnets, y'all can't tell me nothing. It's crazy.
Like I remember
face
watching
tat.
that as a kid and being like, "Oh, yo, that man is dangerous." Just dropping people off for looking at him wrong.
Yeah, we've been going, or at least it's been streaming for an hour and 16.
Uh huh.
Oh, I forgot I was on this podcast just now. My bad.
Wow.
That's crazy.
You said a character we would just take out of an anime.
Yeah. This will be the last thing.
All right. Fuck. Who could we kill?
That little walking motherfucker at the beginning of Hunter x Hunter. That's the whole reason I ain't watched that shit, bro. Was walking too long. I ain't got patience.
Walking, bro. Who you talking about?
Just walking.
Little cuz with the mustache and the suit, walking like Nazi soldiers.
Lil Oreo?
I don't know.
No.
At the beginning of Hunter x Hunter, the damn Hunter exam.
The guy who was in charge of the Hunter exams.
And they had to like walk to the first
dude
area.
with the
like,
mustache that like covered his mouth.
Yeah.
Big mustache, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get him out of here.
We could have
Start off
killed
Hunter
that.
x Hunter at the good part.
He
killed
like
that
disappears
dude,
right after that, bro.
We could have got rid of the dude who tried to
like.
sabotage Gon's group though.
Oh yeah, that dude was like
He
pointless.
really didn't add anything to the story.
That man was pointless.
He didn't add anything to the story.
I can agree with that.
He was just there. Then he's gone. No pun intended.
Yeah,
Just like your dad.
Actually, my dad's still here. Yeah.
Hey, we love good black fathers.
we love good black fathers. Shout outs to Big Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you Lil Monroe? Oh, it's up for you, bro. You Lil Mo now.
Lil Ro.
Hey, I like it. All right, guys. Let's end the podcast here for this week. You know, we'll be back.
Jordan.
What?
Jordan. We already did the ending.
Imagine.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chris. Hey, Chris. You there, Chris?
No.
Do me a favor, bro.
Don't feel like it.
Do me one favor though.
Nah, I'm good.
For your big cuz.
Anyway, this is the end of the Steady Talk podcast. This is your host, Chris the OG, and his co-host. You niggas gonna introduce yourselves or reintroduce yourselves?
I'm waiting for Jordan to get on your neck.
Nah, bro, it's cool. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Oh, he said he gonna hand you at the Fender.
We'll be wrapping up the end of this podcast. Make sure to check us out on YouTube, Twitch. Make sure to check out those sponsors. And
Use
you
code
guys have a good
STK
night.
for Amazon Prime, 10% off.
You got 10% off the car insurance using our Geico discount.
With code LRO, Lil Ro, code LRO for Geico.
If you type in the
Get
code
you good.
Coco Jones, Coco Jones is a 6 on the Geico's website, get 10% off more of your car insurance.
Don't forget you can get Chance the Rapper's The Big Day vinyl for just $5 using the code
And-
GRAY.
And yes, Lizzo is a treasure.
This has been the Steady Talk Podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, this has been Stay Top Podcast. Catch you guys on next episode. See you next week.